There's a mistake that gets crypto LLCs shut down and almost nobody warns you about it until it's already happened. You do everything right. You form the company, you open the exchange account, you start moving coins around, and then one day your business bank account is frozen because of something you did too often. I'll tell you exactly what that is later because if you avoid it, the rest of this is smooth. If you don't, your money sits in limbo while a compliance team decides your life. So here's what we're doing. I'm going to walk you through setting up an LLC for crypto from zero. The right state to file in, what it actually costs, how to get the exchange account that won't reject you, and the one habit that keeps your bank happy. No fluff, no it depends. Real numbers, real steps, and the order a first timer should do them. First, why bother at all? You can trade crypto as just you, a regular person. Plenty of people do. But the second you're holding real money or you're running anything that looks like a business, an NFT project, a trading operation, a little fun for friends and family, you want a wall between your personal stuff and your business stuff. That wall is the LLC. If something goes sideways, a lawsuit, a debt, a deal gone bad, the people coming after the business hit the LLC, not your house and your car. That's the whole point of the thing. There's a tax angle too. As an LLC, you can write off the cost of doing business, trading software, your exchange fees, part of your home office, accounting help. As a random individual trading on Coinbase, you mostly can't. So the LLC isn't just protection, it's a cleaner way to run the money. Now, the question everyone gets wrong, what state? You'll see 100 videos screaming Wyoming. Wyoming this, Wyoming that, crypto friendly, no state income tax. And yes, Wyoming is genuinely good for crypto. It was the first state to recognize digital assets in a real legal way, and the filing fee is about $100 with a $60 annual report after that. But here's the part they skip. If you live in California and you form your LLC in Wyoming, California still wants its money. You'll have to register that Wyoming company as a foreign LLC back home, and now you're paying fees in 2 states and filing paperwork in 2 states. California alone charges an $800 minimum franchise tax every single year just to exist there. You did not save anything. You doubled your homework. So here's the rule, and I'm just going to give you the answer. If you're trading your own crypto and running this from your kitchen table, form the LLC in the state where you actually live. Simpler, cheaper, done. The only time Wyoming makes real sense is if you've got a serious project with outside members, real privacy concerns, or you're already operating across multiple states. For most of you watching, your home state is the answer. Okay, let's actually build it. 5 pieces. 1, name your LLC. It has to be unique in your state and it has to end with LLC or limited liability company. Search your Secretary of State's business database first to make sure the name's open. Takes 2 minutes and saves you a rejected filing. 2, get a registered agent. This is just a person or company with a physical address in your state who receives legal mail for your business. You can be your own, but then your home address goes on the public record, which for crypto people, it's a hard no. You do not want your house tied to your wallet in a public database. Use a service. 3, file your articles of organization. This is the actual paperwork that creates the LLC. You file it with your Secretary of State, you pay the fee, and that fee runs anywhere from $40 to around $300 depending on your state. Most land somewhere in the $100 to $150 range. 4, get your EIN from the IRS. That's your business tax ID, like a social security number for your company. It's free, you get it straight from the IRS website, and every exchange and bank will ask for it. Do not pay anyone for this, it's free. 5, write an operating agreement. This is the rulebook for your LLC. Who owns what, who makes decisions, what happens if someone leaves. Even if it's just you, you want this because it's what proves to a court that your LLC is a real separate thing and not just you wearing a costume. That separation is exactly what protects your personal assets. Now, that's 5 steps, and honestly, the filing part is the most tedious thing in the world. Different forms, different portals, a registered agent to line up, an address you may not want public. Real quick, Northwest Registered Agent is hands down one of the best LLC services out there. They've been doing this for over 20 years, their pricing is transparent, and they give you a real person to talk to if you ever have questions. Check the description for the link. If you don't want to deal with all of this yourself, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agent. They make it super easy and save you a ton of hassle. Let me walk you through it. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes. Click the exclusive discount link for Northwest below. Then on the website, click on the button to get started. You'll be asked what type of business you're starting and in what state. So you select LLC and your state. Next, you'll be asked to name your company, the purpose of your business, and your business address. Then you type in the members of your LLC, add your contact information, and select any additional services you'd like Northwest to handle, like getting your EIN or setting up a trademark. Once you've done that, all you need to do is submit your payment. Northwest takes care of the rest for you. It saves so much time and hassle and only takes 3 to 5 minutes to fill everything in. That's why I highly recommend it to everyone. It makes starting your LLC a whole lot easier. The exclusive discount link is down below. Now, the part that people mess up, money. First, open a business bank account in the LLC's name using your EIN. Keep it ruthlessly separate from your personal account. Never pay for groceries out of it. The moment you mix funds, you've punched a hole in that liability hole you built. Then your business exchange account. And here's a tip that'll save you a headache. Apply with Kraken before you try Coinbase. Kraken's business onboarding and shipping will make easier and less likely to leave you stuck in verification limbo. You'll connect it to that business bank account for moving between crypto and dollars. And here's the open loop I promised. The thing that freezes accounts. It's frequency. If you're running dozens of small transfers between your exchange and your bank every single day, the bank's fraud system sees that pattern and flags you. And a frozen account is a nightmare to unfreeze. So batch it. Move money in periodic, deliberate chunks instead of consistent little peaks. Banks love boring. Be boring with your transfers and you'll never think about this again. That's the whole build, right? State, 5 filing steps, an EIN you don't pay for, a separate bank account, Kraken over Coinbase, and transfers that don't trip the alarm. If this saved you from a mistake, do me a favor and hit like because it genuinely helps me put more of these out. Subscribe if you want the next one where I'm breaking down crypto taxes for your LLC without the jargon. And drop your state in the comments. Tell me where you're filing and I'll tell you the quirk you need to watch for.